part of what we think, it flows out of our speech, you know? Like what we say affects how we think. Sometimes we just need to say something out loud and it'll cheer us up. You know, you might be frustrated with someone. Maybe a coworker, or, you know, your wife or your children or whatever. You might be frustrated with them and you're thinking, I feel like ripping this person's head off. And instead what you do is you say something affirming to the person. You say, hey, you're looking good today. That which is totally diametrically opposed to what you're thinking. Imagine, you're totally upset with someone, frustrated with someone. You feel like ripping their head off. And what comes out of your mouth? You're looking good today. Have you ever done that before? What happens when you speak this? This guy's saying, no, I've never done that. Try it out. What happens when you do that? Right away, something within happens. Because when you say to the person, hey, you're looking good today, what happens to them? They light up. They feel better. And maybe you realize that they're struggling. The poor thing, she's struggling. She needed to hear that. And she lights up. She feels better. She loves you even more. And what happens to your negativity and your criticalness? It disappears. What you say is important. Someone asks you, how you doing? You know, some people, it's kind of weird, you know. You ask them how they're doing, they always have some kind of negative response. You know, how you doing? Oh, you know, some kind of negative response. Dude, that's foolishness. When someone asks you how you're doing, you need to, in faith, give some kind of a positive response, even if you're not doing that great. If you tell someone you're doing great, you'll feel a little better, you know. People ask me, you know, priests in my community, brothers in my community, how you doing down in Texas? How you doing at the Charismatic Center? I have a bunch of standard responses. You know, one of them is, I'm having too much fun down there. I mean, I could easily come up with a list of things to complain about. It's not a hard thing to do. I don't do that. You know, what you speak affects your whole outlook. It rewires your brain. Now, again, there are times where you need to be able to say, it's been rough. You know, again, I'm not saying we need to kind of be these happy, clappy people every single moment. I mean, there's times we need to be truthful and honest and kind of share to be heard and all that type of thing. But again, over little bitty stuff to be constantly, there's, you know, negative, that's just foolishness. The Lord doesn't want us to be like that